Hi everyone, it's March Favourites Day today. I'm so sorry it's the middle of April and I haven't had a video up in the last couple of weeks. I have been super busy, but I am working on it. This is a bit late, but yeah, here we are. Before I start this, I will say that I haven't purchased much in March, to be honest with you. I'm kind of waiting on a few collections to come out, namely some of the new Too Faced summer collection and the Urban Decay electric palette, which is available in the UK now. I think it was available from the beginning of April. I haven't bought it yet, but I did go into Debenhams and I swatched the colours and they are so pigmented. I can't wait to get my hands on it, so that's something I'm really excited about. So basically, a lot of the products that I'm showing you today are products that I've probably had for a while, I've used for a long time. There's nothing really new here. I'm pretty sure all of them are still available, but I'm not sure. There's a lipstick, I'm not sure if it will be, but I can pop a link down below for you. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so we are going to start with some skincare today. I have here the Vaseline Essential Moisture Cocoa Radiant Rich Feeling Lotion. This is just an incredible lotion. Let me just read the claim. Essential Moisture Cocoa Radiant Lotion leaves your body healthy and glowing, igniting skin's natural glow at the source by penetrating, deeply infusing moisture at the top, core and deep down layers. One of the things that I fell in love with about this is the smell. It just smells incredible. If you love anything like Palmer's or cocoa butter or anything cocoa related, you'll really like the smell of this. It almost reminds me of that smell, not as sweet, but the smell like you get in the Too Faced chocolate bar palette. It really is lovely. This is super moisturising. I've been using it constantly and I've still got tons of it left. It's not super thick. I find that it sinks into my skin super quick. I can get dressed after a couple of minutes and I don't feel, you know, I don't have that horrible sticky feeling or anything like that. So that's one of the things I love about this. I do love cocoa butter. I really love things like Palmer's. I think they're amazing for when you've got really dry skin. But this is something I have been using throughout March and it has really helped me out. I have stopped using this for now because I am trying out a new body butter that I got in my Birchbox from Laura Mercier, the creme brulee body butter. I'm really impressed with that, but I will talk to you more about that in my Birchbox review. But Laura Mercier is expensive, and as a cheaper alternative, it not only smells delicious, but it really does help moisturise your skin. So sticking with skincare, I'm going to move on to something that both me and my boyfriend have loved for years, and we've used it for years and years and years, and it's never let me down, and it's the Apricot Scrub from St. Ives. So this is the Blemish Fighting version. You can get different versions of these, but we've gone with Blemish Fighting, mainly because I've got a few blemishes on my chin that I've hopefully concealed quite well, and my boyfriend's been having a few problems with his skin. It's for oily or blemish prone skin and it effectively cleanses pores to help stop blemishes and blackheads, and it's just a really nice scrub. I use this about once a week. I don't like to exfoliate my face too much. I feel like it needs a rest, and I feel like if you do it too much, I don't know, I just feel like it's not great for your skin. I could be wrong, I don't know. But I do like to use this once a week just to kind of really wash away any dead skin on my face. Some weeks I'll use my Olay cleansing brush, and some weeks I'll kind of alternate and use the scrub instead. But this works really well. My skin feels so smooth after this. It is brilliant at just removing any dry skin, removing any makeup residue. It also smells really, really nice. So the next product is a fragrance, and it's possibly, I don't know, I change my mind about fragrances all the time because I use one, I'm like, this is my favourite fragrance of all time and I'm never going to wear anything else, and yeah, it never happened. I'm a perfume addict. This is something I've been wearing since probably October of last year, and it's one of the perfumes that I seem to get the most compliments with. And it is, and I'm going to pronounce this terribly, I will warn you. Is it Lancome? Lancome. La Vie Belle by Lancome. Lancome. I use this a lot, as you can see from the bottle. Some people might say it's more of an evening fragrance because it is quite strong, and if you pop too much on it can be quite overpowering, but I still wear this in the day and I still get compliments. I'll wear anything if I love it. Doesn't matter what time of day it is. My perfumes live in my wardrobe at the moment. There's like a shelf in there. Every time I open the door to my wardrobe, I kind of have to smell this, and I don't know, I have a weird creepy obsession with it. So the next product I've got for you is a lipstick from 17. It's called Lasting Fix Lipstick, and this is in the colour Pink Power. It's just got the colour under there. I'm wearing this on my lips right now, and it's just a really beautiful blue toned pink. It's just gorgeous, and I always go for this in kind of spring and summer months. It always makes me feel really happy, and I just love really bright colours around this time of year. So I have been wearing this a lot recently. I wore this to a gig on Sunday. I wore it around the house on Saturday. I just love it. There's something about this lipstick, I just pop it on and I instantly feel happier, and I think it's the colour pink. I used to really hate the colour pink until I got into kind of my mid-teens, and suddenly I had a change of heart about pink. But anyway, so this is one of my favourite lipsticks, and it is quite long lasting. I didn't put a lip liner on today, but if you do wear a lip liner, your lipstick does last a lot longer, but the staying power of this is pretty good. See, it almost looks kind of like it's got a shimmer to it, but actually swatched on the hand, and on my lips, it just looks really matte. Again, 17 from Boots, £4.29 I think. Go and check them out. And if pink isn't your colour, don't worry, in the Lasting Fix range they do a whole bunch of colours, so I'm sure you'll find something there for yourself. Another product I really want to talk about is something that I've been using for possibly a year plus now. It is the Real Techniques buffing brush. This is by Sam Chapman from Pixie Woo. If you haven't heard of Pixie Woo, pop their name into the search bar into YouTube. They are amazing makeup artists, like absolutely incredible. The name of this is actually rubbed off, but usually it's got the name of buffing brush and it's by Sam Chapman, but because I use this constantly, the name has rubbed off. Sam's sister Nick from the Pixie Woo channel on YouTube has also joined her now, and so the latest brushes will say by Sam and Nick Chapman, so that's absolutely brilliant. This brush is actually from their core collection. I'm not necessarily sure you can buy this separately, but the core collection I believe is about £21.99, and you get all sorts of different types of face brushes, like a small foundation brush, contour brush, all sorts of things like that, so you get quite a good collection in there for £21.99. But I'm really impressed with Real Techniques brushes. They're the brushes that I tend to use the most now. I think they work just as well as some of the higher priced brands out there. If not better actually, but this buffing brush is my favourite brush to use for foundation. It's just a really nice densely packed brush, and it is just so soft. I also like to use this for when I've just applied my blush and my contour. I just like to buff the product out on my cheeks afterwards, just so it blends in and there are no harsh lines. It's fantastic for that as well. It's definitely just such a great multitask brush. If you haven't checked out Real Technique, they are available in Boots, and I think now Superdrug are stocking them as well. They've got a few new brushes come out, like a retractable bronzer brush. I've just bought the retractable lip brush, which I really like, and they're just brilliant for travelling. You know, if you're going away on a weekend or you're travelling somewhere, you know, your brushes aren't going to get dirty, messed up, and they're not going to get misshapen or anything like that. I think in her core packages you tend to get between, I think it's about 5 or 6 brushes, and they tend to be £21.99. We're on to the final 2 products now, and they're both palettes. Let's start with the fun one. This one here is the Sleek Ultra Matte V1 or version 1 palette. £7.99. You may have seen me do a review on this, and I also did a little look with it as well. I'll pop the link to that video below for you if you want to go and check that out, just for some more in-depth detail, and I've got swatches and things like that. This palette is so fun for this time of year. I don't necessarily tend to stick to colours for certain times of year, but if you only really like wearing bright things in spring, summer, then definitely go and check this out. Available at Superdrug, Boots and Sleek's online store as well. You're getting 12 really beautiful eyeshadows. You know, a couple of them, the paler ones, not necessarily much colour payoff as I'd like. A white base really helps out with those. I'm actually wearing this pink one here on my eyes right now, but they are such fun colours. I really love this palette, and I just think it is such a bargain for the amount of eyeshadows that you get. I'm always really impressed by the pigmentation in Sleek's palette. If you're not familiar with Sleek and you haven't checked them out, or the palettes, I definitely recommend these. I've had a few of their palettes and they've always really impressed me. There's only been a few shades that, you know, have not been great, but for £7.99 I can't really complain. So the next palette is a neutral palette. I've been working in some temporary kind of positions, and a lot of them are kind of very officey based. You can't really go in with crazy eyebrows or crazy hair colours or anything like that. So I've kind of reached for my Naked 2. Now, I've never really used this much. I got this at Christmas. I used the Naked 1 quite a lot, and I used the Naked 3 a lot, and I feel like I abandoned the Naked 2. So I kind of made it like my mission to get into this palette. And actually now I've started using it. I know it's not everyone's favourite palette, but it is actually swiftly turning into my favourite Naked, well, my second favourite Naked palette. I think Naked 1 slipped down the bottom now, but it changes all the time. It depends what mood I'm in. But Naked 3 is definitely my favourite because of the pink tones. But this is, unlike the Naked 1, which is very warm tone palette, this is a really beautiful cool toned palette. And if you just look at the shadows, they're just absolutely beautiful. I know a lot of people complain with Urban Decay eyeshadows that they don't tend to have many mattes, and I will say, I think there must be, there's possibly 1, 2, possibly 3. Yeah, I think the blackout is a matte as well, but it's just got shimmer from other eyeshadows on it. I've been obsessed with using this recently, and it's only taken me a few months to realise how much I really like this palette. It really is great for creating really nice neutral looks for work. You can kind of smoke your eyes up a bit more in the evening as well. I wish I got into it sooner, but I'm really happy now I've realised how much I love this. I use Tease. It's a really perfectly nice matte colour to use for your eyebrows, especially if you have lighter eyebrows as well. It's just like a really nice kind of taupey-ish colour. If shimmery eyeshadows aren't for you and you're definitely more into mattes, you might want to skip any of the Naked palettes, to be honest, because most of them are shimmer. I'm really surprised at how much I've fallen in love with this recently, because it's kind of been abandoned and ignored for the last few months. So that was my favourites for March. Once again, I do apologise for it being really late. I'm rubbish, sorry. I do have a few videos coming up that I'm still editing at the moment, so look out for those. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'll pop the links below for you so you know where to go for that. Or you can follow the links on my YouTube page as well. It's Easter this weekend. I'm going to spend it with my mum and my nephew, so that'll be really fun. I'm hoping to set up an Easter egg hunt for him, and we're going to bake some really nice chocolate treats and things together. Hope you all have a really nice Easter, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Oh, sorry, I'm back again. I just want to say that I washed my swatches off, and I never noticed this before with that lipstick, but I've been scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. The colour is still there, and it is called Lasting Fix, and it does have great staying power, so I just wanted to add that on. Okay, see you soon, bye bye.